Hello, sweet souls. This is your last reading of the day. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive. Centered myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. All right, so let's see. Overall energy, please. Your intuition, heightened intuition. They're asking you to tap into your intuition because they want you to choose wisely. I feel there's opportunities that are coming in that's going to bring in material and spiritual prosperity, but they want you to make the right decision, okay? There's going to be multiple opportunities, and so you're going to need to rely on your intuition to decide what is best. The month of July or February 27 or 72 could be significant. So let's see what else we get for the beautiful collective. What do they need to know? Show me. Current energy. Any obstacles? Advice and outcome. The bottom of the deck is truth. You are receiving truth and clarity. Truth could also be exposed. People, I think, are asking questions. Why? You are in the divine femme, empress energy, man or woman. You're here to create. This is who you are. This is how people are seeing you. The obstacle is someone you had a soul connection with is the obstacle, or they want to be the obstacle. The advice, they want you to know, this person, I don't feel like this is you. They are going through financial ruin, financial hardships. The outcome, continue to put in the work. It's going to pay off for you, okay? So let's see what we get. Tell me about the Empress energy. You could be seeing twos. You are in alignment. You could be seeing twos. Tell me about yen. Yeah. Tell me about yen. You're unapologetically you. You are speaking your truth and cutting out anyone that is not a vibrational match to you. You are also confident, courageous, powerful energy, following your passion. You could be inspiring others. And you are blocking out people from the past. That's amazing. Because God is giving you the truth and clarity about who these people are and their intentions. Why is the soulmate the obstacle? Oh, it's an obstacle for the soulmate. I get you. It's an obstacle for the soulmate because they didn't expect you would overcome the deception and betrayal. They thought that you would be bound to them in sorrow for the rest of your days, that you would never move on, that you would never heal because they can't heal. They're still holding on to wounds from their past. So it's an obstacle for this soulmate from your past to move on. They can't get over you. You've healed the deception and betrayal and released it. They're stuck. They can't move on. It backfired. What they did to try to keep you bound to them, playing mind games, energetic, spiritual attacks, it backfired. Now they're the ones that stuck, not able to move on, not able to get over you. Isn't that ironic? That's justice. Yep. Let's look at this treasure island in reverse and the advice. Wow. So you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy. You know your value and worth. You are creating, right? So you're focused on creating in this very confident, self-love energy. You know how valuable you are, and you're making a new investment, and somebody wants to communicate because they're losing everything financially while you are building a new reality, a new life where there's financial stability and security. They're juggling their finances, wanting to communicate with you. Why? Because they're in an unhappy marriage that they chose, for many of you, over you. What do they think? This person is very delusional. They are very confused, unstable. Let's look at chop wood. Chop wood. Chop wood. Whoop. Yeah, they just said continue to put in the work, continue to rely on your intuition. You are receiving the messages. You are a healer, a guide. You work for God. You have nothing to worry about. You are definitely being guided by way of your intuition. You're receiving messages from the divine. Yeah, and it has to do with opportunities that are going to bring in financial abundance. So let's look at the truth be told. Wow. So the truth is coming out about the Empress energy and how someone was bullying you. They could have been paying people. This could have been a whole family that was receiving money to bully you. With the Page of Swords, the payment was for them to spread lies and slander you, cyberbully you, and the truth's coming to light. There's going to be a lot of people in regret. All right. Let's look at Yen again. So you're definitely standing in your authority, standing your ground, speaking your truth, following your passion. You're confident and courageous, and you have blocked people from your past. Yen. Yeah, you are following your passion. This is a gift from God, a passionate new beginning that brings in happiness and success. Taking a brand new leap of faith. Because you've done the work to level up. I love it. Yeah, this was what your awakening did. It aligned you with a brand new life. The soulmate is, it's their blockage. The blockage is you overcame the worst deception and betrayal. They never expected it. All the work they've done to try and keep you stuck and in pain and sorrow has gone back to them. Now they're the ones that can't get over you. They can't move on. And this is justice. Yeah, so they could have gone into a marriage with a Queen of Cups energy, a mother figure, doesn't matter the sign. They did it for money and it's ending. They're facing an ending, which is going to put them in the financial lack, the instability, this player energy. And you may have warned them. The Treasure Island in reverse, they're not receiving, they're losing all of their finances. And here you are, grounded, stable, financially secure, making new investments. This person wants to communicate because they're struggling financially because they're bound to an unhappy marriage. Treasure Island in reverse. Yeah. You're the Queen of Swords with this person. You're as cold as ice. You're going to speak the truth and cut them out. You know they're coming to you for a handout. You're this star. You're this healer. You carry the light. And you know all this person has done. You've done too much healing to entertain what this person is trying to do, which is dupe you again. Yeah. You know about the 10 swords they put in your back because you had to heal from it, and you're moving away from this energy. You know they're watching. You know that they are. You can feel their energy, and you don't care. You're free of them. With chop wood, you're definitely being guided to continue to rely on your intuition as it pertains to the work you're putting in. You're receiving the messages. You are a teacher, a guide, a mentor. You do work for God. Chop wood. Yeah, you're being inspired on what you're meant to create, what seeds you're meant to plant in the Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles energy, because you're going to reap a harvest. With truth be told, the truth's coming out about what was done to an empress. It looks like there was bullying going on, and there could have been a whole family that was paid to spread lies, to cyberbully you, to stalk you, but the truth's coming to light. Truth be told. Yeah, see, this past person involved a lot of people and tried to keep it secret. They didn't want anyone finding out what they were doing. Truth be told. They're going to be in mental anguish because it's going to cause Ten of Swords, an ending for them of deception and betrayal. Because the truth's coming to light. And people, I feel, are going to, when the truth comes out, more people are going to join in to expose this person, and they're going to feel deceived and betrayed, because these are people that are privy to what this person has been doing, and even these are people that could have been involved at some point. Yeah. A lot of illusions here. Paid people to create illusions. Wow. To come against an empress. This person going to be seen as toxic, devil energy, a very dark individual. That's how they're going to be seen. They don't want to be seen that way. They want people to think that they're good and kind and loving. You know, you're an empress. You did the work. And you are standing your ground, speaking your truth. You're confident. You're following your passion. By blocking out past people, you're being blessed with opportunities, growth, new leap of faith, happiness and success. Yen. Yen. Yeah, you have people heartbroken because they want to work with you now after betraying you, because they see that you're reaping your harvest and they're struggling financially. This is a soulmate that is blocked. This is an obstacle that you overcame, the deception and betrayal. They can't get over you now, and that's justice. They could have married a Queen of Cups energy, a mother figure, for money, and it's ending. Obstacle. And this is all an obstacle for this person. Yeah, it's going to be a painful ending. A very painful ending, deception and betrayal. And this is what's going to create a wake-up call for this person. They're going to change their perspective. They're going to see you in the star energy. They're going to be reminded what they chose from a space of ego and where it led, which is deception and betrayal and financial ruin. Yep. They're losing all their finances while you're doing just fine. The divine is guiding you. You're building something. You're confident. You're making new investments. They want to communicate because they're struggling financially, stuck in a unhappy marriage, but you're the Queen of Swords with this person. You know this person's only wanting a handout. They know you're being blessed. They see you in the star energy. You've done too much healing to allow this person to come in and play games. You're not interested. Yeah, this false emperor. They went into a marriage thinking it was going to be a new beginning, and now they feel foolish. This person was arrogant. They are tyrannical, low vibrational. They really thought this was going to be the end all be all for them. They didn't account for God. They didn't account for justice, karma. Four of Cups. They're sitting in the Four of Cups knowing they made an unwise choice. They're miserable. They're unhappy. They didn't get what they thought. So with Chopwood, continue to put in the work. They want you to really rely on your intuition because you're receiving messages to help you to know what to invest in. You are going to reap a harvest. You're confident. You know your value, and you are following your passion. Chopwood. Chopwood. And someone that's trying to access you by way of communication because they're greedy is going to be blocked by the divine. Two of Swords, Eight of Wands, Four of Pentacles. They're going to be blocked by God. One more. And you're going to have victory and success. There's nothing they can do about it. Truth be told, the truth's coming out about how your past person may have paid family members and people like family, people in the community to lie about you, to cyber stalk you. The truth's coming to light, how these people were paid to create illusions, and it's going to create a very painful ending for this person because They're going to turn on this person. Once the truth is revealed, more people are going to come in and say, oh yeah, so-and-so paid me too. Paid me to do this, this, and this. More and more people are going to come out and tell what this person has done. Truth be told. Truth be told. Yeah, this person's going to be sick when this truth comes out. They're going to feel unwell because the truth's coming out about all the things this person did and others did to try to block you from creating. What's coming in quick is this truth being delivered that is going to bring with it justice. Absolutely. Wow. Okay, let's see if there's anything else we need to know. Let me clear it off and we'll do some from What's the Tea. Hold on. Okay, so let's see what comes out with the Tea Oracle cards. I mean, so basically this reading is about how the truth's coming to light, about how far this person went from your past to hire people, to pay people. Could even be family members, their family, your family, to cyberbully you, to stalk you, to harass you, to spread lies about you. And more people are going to divulge more information as the initial truth is revealed. What do we need to know? Yeah, giving money. They were stuck in their ego and they were paying people to bully you because they're a spiritual hater. Mad you're glowing up, thinks your magic is fake, low vibes only. They're jealous. They're a spiritual hater. And you, especially if you have a spiritual platform, this person was paying people because they were in their ego and they were mad that you were leveling up. You were glowing up. But they're saying you dodged a bullet, blocking bad energy, escaping toxic people. Haters can't touch you. That's right. They can't touch you. They've tried everything. They can't. God is protecting you. Your light irritates their demons. You are meant to shine. Radiate with truth. Your light triggers darkness. Stay unapologetically you. Keep going. Keep putting in the work. Keep putting in the work. The blockage is you move in silence. So they're blocked. They don't know what's going on, your plans, your thoughts. They have no idea. All they can do is pay people to spread lies, and that's not even working. That's why they got bad karma. They're receiving the consequences for their actions. They know it's too late to say they're sorry now. They've participated in too much. They're the ones that started the battle against you, paying people. They're lucky they haven't been sued. Really, they're lucky. This car drama keeps coming out. They could be having car issues, repo, or repairs that they can't afford to make on their car, their vehicle. Yeah, they are submerged with bad habits. This is substance. They're in denial. They repeat the mistakes. They can't break the loop because they don't want to reflect on their own wounding. They don't want to be accountable for the things they've done, and they don't want to heal. So they're going to continue to repeat bad habits, an endless cycle of karma. Yeah, they're a wolf in sheep's clothing. They're a false person. This is the blockage for them. They don't know how to be authentic. They don't even know who they are. They're so used to being a pretender. Lost in fantasy, can't stop thinking of you. Love that never left. Yeah, see, whatever they did to manipulate a situation, whether it was energetically, spiritually, emotionally, whether it was magic, whatever, they've only bound themselves to you. You're not bound to them. We got ain't shit. So what's the ain't shit? This person is a runner. I feel like this is self-loathing. They feel sorry for themselves, which isn't going to help you. It's not going to help you feeling sorry for yourself. You're no victim. You victimize other people. Get it straight. They're a happiness hater. They're responsible for being broke and the legal issues they will find themselves in if they're not already in legal issues. You're responsible. Yeah. sex fix, secret lover, passion over loyalty. They wanted to have this lifestyle where they were hooking up with multiple people, and now they don't want to pay the consequences. And they certainly don't want you to be in the Queen Rising energy, glowing up loud, all eyes on her, him or her, and coming up spotlight. They certainly don't want to see you rising, and you really don't care. You're unbothered by what they think. You don't care. Yeah, they're surrounded by karmic friends they can't even trust. They're in competition. The karmic friends are in competition with them. These are the people that will join in on the truth train. Joining in on the truth train. Yep. And they want you back. They didn't know your worth. Now they're desperate. Too little, too late. They're only desperate now because they didn't receive the wealth. Everything is falling apart, and you are. So that's what it's about. It's what it's always about. They're a drama starter. They like to stir the stink. It says stir the pot. Always in the middle, loves the chaos, but they don't like the chaos now because they're the subject of the chaos. They've been up in your business, trying to get information. This person caught a case. They have a sexual infection, sexual disease, a rash, etc., and they're your stalker. Lurking online, still checking your stories. Obsession never left. The blockages, they're played out. This person could have been so in their ego that they thought everyone wanted them. Well, people are finding out this person is, their energy's creepy. They're fake and they're phony. They're nasty. They have STDs, STIs, and they're a hater. It says obsessive lover, clingy, controlling, can't let you go, karmic and chaotic. That's who they are. Yeah. And they could be abusing divination. They could be getting readings done on you, paying for spell work. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they're pushy. This is somebody, it says forcer. They cross boundaries to get what they want by any means. Well, it's not going to work with collective. Try it and see what happens. You're about to hit the jackpot. Unexpected windfall, right place, right time, big blessings ahead. Thank you, Lord Jesus. And they're haunted by the choices and decisions they made, memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects. And you don't care because you're too busy winning. Girl fight, jealous vibes, arguments, physical fight. Yeah, I feel like the third party they connected with is extremely jealous of you, and it's a constant fight. Constant fight. And you don't care about that either. That's not your problem. Same-ish, different day. Yep. They're just, it's the same thing over and over. And they're into you. Gross. Gross. This person, they fake smile. They're phony. They're two-faced. They'll smile in your face and stab you in the back. Now they're in their head, creating stories. They have trust issues. But you don't care. You're dusting it off. You're just moving on. They're a non-factor. Yeah, they want to come in and pretend that they have a genuine offer. You don't want a genuine offer. You don't want a fake offer. You don't want nothing from this person. They've been fake flexing, acting rich, flosses money, acts fancy, and shows off. They're so insecure that they have to gauge their worth on the appearance of money. Yeah, and they're with an impersonator. Wants your life, copies your style, obsessed with being you. Yeah. Somebody's got proof, though, facts over feelings, screenshots about this person creeping on you and what they've done to get you rejected or blocked. So people are going to be on that truth train, I'm telling you. They're going to be jumping on and they're going to be telling all this person's secrets. This person cannot trust the people that are around them that knows all the dirt on them. And that's the feeling I'm getting. God is going to expose the truth, and it's going to be a snowball effect from there. Because more people that have been revealed, it's been revealed to them who this person truly is, that they can't trust them. They're going to just spill the beans. All right. I think we're going to leave this reading here. I am scheduling, I believe, for the second week of December. I think I have a couple appointments left. If you're interested, please share the videos, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys for tomorrow's readings. Have a blessed day. Bye, guys.